Right, finally. I think I've sorted everything out. I wanted to get the chat on, and I've got the chat on, I believe. I just need to check for one thing. Look on this. Yeah, everything seems to be working there. So hopefully the chat is on. Let me just check. Hello. Yes, the chat is on. So anyway, I'm going to sit here a couple of minutes and see if anybody else turns up. Good afternoon and welcome to Bristol. I'm flying down to Nice this afternoon. Quick live stream. I say quick live stream, where however long the flight takes is what the flight will be. The weather, it looks a bit mean actually. It doesn't. Real world weather in FSim is not. Or should I say, real world weather in the UK outside my study window is nothing like that at all. It just doesn't look like that. It's, I mean, it might look like that over Bristol. I mean, I'm in Cardiff, which is way over there. Anyway, we'll see. I'm not on FSim. I'm using live traffic. Let me just show you the plugin. There we go, live traffic. So, you know, there's all the settings and everything. Now, obviously, it only shows live aircraft, so that's aircraft that is actually transmitting its transponder. So there are a lot of aircraft at Bristol Airport which will be on the ground and they're not transmitting. They haven't got the transponder on, so there's no power to the aircraft or anything. That one, I believe, is going out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move, I think. I'm going to move up here somewhere because, or should I? No, he's going out. Problem is, here at Bristol, stands 1, 2 and 3 get used an awful lot. I'm on stand 2 at the moment. So I think what I shall do is I'll move, just so I don't get caught up with any other real world traffic. I mean, it could happen anyway, you know, because of where we are. But I'll move to there, I think. And, you know, that will be a little bit helpful. Oh, itchy ear. So I'll just scratch my ear a moment. I hope you can hear me. Let me know if anybody's around. There's nobody around at the moment, nobody watching, because everybody's in work, obviously. But what I thought I'd do today, oh yeah, we've got three people watching, and I might be one of them. What I thought I'd do today is I would do a live stream showing you the overhead, and here we can see the overhead here up above, and you'll see me operate this in due course. I see we have a bit of a delay. Oh, it's only about 10 seconds, so that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. So as I say, I'll be operating the overhead here, and you'll see me go through this, and we'll work all this. This is the Rowsfire B107, and for Boeing, obviously. I have it mounted. I'm not going to show you the mounting system because we're going to fly. So I don't want to show, you know, I don't want to ruin everything by showing you the mounting system, but I don't want previously loaded flights. So what we'll do, we'll go back, just get some GPU on the ASU, remove the chocks, and we'll open up one of the doors. Just in preparation, I can show you outside. I'm going to leave the labels on the live traffic. Here. Don't know whether that's Japan Aviation. But these two, one is Charlie on his way out. Ryanair 2302. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. I can see the chat. I've got it turned on. Put them in the chat and I'll try and answer them. We have an announcement to make as well. We've got a very important announcement to make. You may have seen it in the description. But yeah, I'm going to be at FSimUK as a partner, a collaborating partner with Rowsfire. I'll be on the Rowsfire Stand, demonstrating all of their equipment, all of their hardware, and you know, people will be able to get hands-on as well with everything. You know, just to be able to feel it, touch it, see what it's like, and of course anything else that's going to be happening. But at the moment, as I say, I'm on the ground here at Bristol. Yep, everything is looking really nice. Using Orbex in the UK. So I've got Orbex Great Britain South, Mid and North. But there's a couple of things that are slightly different with this scenery, in so much as that I've got Orbex. I've got Orbex Vegetation here, but I've also got X-World Pro. And whilst you can't see any amazing changes here, because we're a little bit out in the countryside, just to zoom into Bristol area. Right, so for example, all of these windmills here, turbines, wind turbines, all of these are real world. So you actually see them in the real world, all down through Avonmouth. And if you know that part of the country, you'll know them. You know, as you come down the M5 and coming down towards Avonmouth, etc. All those new wind turbines are there. They are not in X-Plane by default. This is a consequence of X-World Pro. So X-World Pro have put those in. You can see the 7 bridges there. There's the old bridge. I think that's the old bridge, and the new bridge is there. Yeah. So there's the new bridge, and there's the old bridge over there. Yeah. That is X-World Pro. They put that in. Okay. So just to give you some indication as to where we are. Weston-super-Mare is down here. Yeah, there's Weston-super-Mare, and Cardiff is over there. In fact, there you go. You can see the Millennium Stadium, and you can even see Cardiff City Football Stadium as well. Yeah, very nice. Can't see IKEA though. All right. So once again, don't forget, if you've got any questions, pop them in, and we'll take it from there. So just to reiterate, I am going to be at the Bristol Flight Sim Show, or FSimUK, which is going to take place at the Aviation Museum in Bristol, where Concorde is held, or Concorde is. In fact, the show is going to take place under the wings of Concorde, which is going to be absolutely superb, in the main exhibition hall there. And we've got lectures going on. There's going to be presentations from developers, hardware, software developers. It's going to be absolutely superb. Not forgetting, this is the first show in the UK since 2019 as a result of COVID. COVID killed it off. Then it was at RAF Cosford. But this year it's being put together by Bristol Flight Sim Users Group, which is a members group in Bristol, in the southwest of England, and they have organised it. And I tell you, it's going to be big. I'll get a full list of exhibitors shortly, but let's start this flight, I think. Okay, so on the ground, I've got ground power available. You'll notice as I flick through my views, I haven't got a view of the overhead. I mean, I can get a view of the overhead just by using my mouse, like that, but I haven't got a view of my overhead readily. And that's because I've got a physical overhead, and I found that when I first got it, if I had a view of the overhead in the sim, I kept looking at it, and I don't need to, because I've got the physical one here in front of me. So that is what I'm using, okay? And you just need to make a small adjustment, I think. There we go. I was not central, but I am now. And I will make sure the camera's doing good. Right? Down here is my monitor. Okay, so the overhead is mounted above my monitor. And I could zoom right out and show you that, but then you wouldn't be able to see the overhead, okay? And I used to have multiple cameras, but I've only got one USB camera now, this one here. I used to have multiple cameras, but I've got rid of the multiple camera on here. I mean, it's useful if you use Stream Deck and everything, and you've got, you can move between the cameras, but I haven't got a Stream Deck. I don't want to purchase one. apart from anything else, I don't think I've got the real estate on my desk for it. Anyway, let's go. So let's have a look here. We need to open up airside services first of all and get the flight plan in, I think. Load OFP. I'm going to be taking 148 passengers, no cargo, fuel weight. Fuel's going to be 795. So let's sort that out a little bit. Okay, well, we'll activate that. So that's activated. If we go back, current services, yeah, they'll just start with it. Okay. So we've got power to the aircraft. Let's turn on a few things, shall we? Okay, so. Whoops, daisy. Let me just get my view. There we go. So right, fuel cell, nav, anti-collision light, battery on, window heat, electrical 1 and 2. I think that emergency lights. That'll do for the time being, I think. Looks like the aircraft power up. I've also got the wing control, MCP, EFIS and FMC. Okay.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Alright, so they're starting refueling. Let's turn up the volume a little bit. Exterior, interior's full, and master's up full. Okay. I hope you can hear everything. I'm sure you can. So FMC's now alive, so let's start programming that. On the right hand side here, next to my joystick, I have got a physical FMC. What I'll do is I'll zoom in on this a bit so you can see the FMC, and let's get going. You'll see that my mouse, here is my mouse on the main screen there. I'll leave my mouse there so you know that I'm not using my mouse and that I'm actually going through my FMC. So EGBD. Alright, yeah, I need to, IRS is in motion, but I'm pretty sure that we'll pick that up now. Yep. I really need to wait, so we can put the route in. EGBD, flight plan request. Requesting, so just gotta wait that. If I was using ATC, or if I was on that sim, of course, I'd be able to get PDC from flight control. So activate the flight plan there, execute, tentative departure. I haven't even checked the weather here at Bristol, but it's runway 09, so I've seen them coming in on 09. So 09, and it's a York 1 Zulu departure. Arrival into Nice. That's wrong. I just realised my flight plan's wrong. I've got the wrong flight plan, so I'm going to have to change that.
Ground flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Oh, we're going to Marseille. Sorry, not Nice. LFML. I wanted LFMN. Okay, well that's alright. We'll go there. We'll go to Marseille instead. Not Nice. Alright, Legia 1 Romeo arrival. It's runway 13 right. Don't want nav, do that here. ILS Zulu 13 right, there we go. Execute. I'm not going to bother with transition. Init. So perf init request. We'll remove that cruise wind. You get the cruise wind shortly. Get a perf init. And load that. There we go. Put a reserve in of 1.0. Should be enough. N1 limit. Put a cell of 45 in. And flat 5. 139, 141, 151. We always add 5 knots. Easy there. Can't do the CG yet because I don't think the passengers are all on, so let's turn on no smoking seat belts and passengers can start. They'll start loading, just check. Services. So fuel, yeah, there we go, passengers are now boarding. Pretty cool, let's turn that on. After some passengers boarding, we might even get some VAT view there. Okay. Buses, passengers. Ryanair 41 Charlie Dolphins taxiing now. So let's just check the weather here at Bristol. So wind is 100 knots. QNH is 1012. Is that all I need to know at the moment? Let's release that.
Guys, the wheel's on board.
Yeah. Turn some lights up. Just turn the lights up on the FMC. The lights on the main panel and the right. There we go. That's all lit up. So the heavens. Once again, you can see that I'm using fixed current to set the read out of here. Initially, yeah, 6,000. And the QNH we've got, say, 1012. There we go, 1012 set both sides. Just make sure that's encaged properly. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, I'll go through my route, make sure there's no discontinuity. So zoom in a little bit, you can see that again. There's one, there's a zebra. So this do it, and next page. That's it. Just one discontinuity, brilliant. Continue. Alright, we'll get route data now. We might as well get the wind. The requested wind. I'll have a look at the weather at the other end and I'll do it in a few moments. Okay, who've we got? Mike Smith. Hi Mike, how are you? Nice to see you. My voice is a bit low, is it? Oh, unusual. I will turn that up. Bear with. But thanks for stating that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I get that up a bit higher? Gravity. Let's see. How about I use that instead? Alright, tell me now, is that any better on the microphone? I've changed mine, so it should be a little bit better. Can't get the volume up any further than that, so you need to let me know. I've changed microphones, so let me know if that's any better. Okay, right. I've forgotten where I was. Oh, we load the wind in. Execute. So, there we are. So there's the cruise wind. See that? Let me zoom in a little bit further for you. You can see the cruise wind there. Yeah, and then when we get a little bit further down the line, I can request descent. Okay, refill. Oh, there's the plan. But you can see Bristol Airport's getting a little bit, Bristol Airport's getting a little bit busier, so the aircraft is turning their transponders on, and data is being picked up from APBS, flight radar. That's good. Just while I put myself out of the way up here, I'm getting to auto. Passengers, are they all? No, just 7%, 6% loading, and then that'll be better. Alright. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I need to do there. Flight plans in. Next phase. Yeah. Heading 90. Just need to adjust that when we can. So flight directions are on. Let's get the APU running. Okay, so if we come up here to the APU, and then you've got the APU EGT. Okay, needle there.
Flight
You'll
attendants,
see
prepare your
that
doors for
move.
departure,
You see it
please.
bounce.
Cross-check and all call.
There we go, there's the bounce. So now we know that it's starting up.
Alright,
the
we've
APU
got everyone
starting up.
strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners,
And then we're looking for the blue light here. Alright, so come on. There we go. EGT is coming up. And we were looking for the blue light here. All passengers are on board, I believe. Yeah, the buses have gone. So once you can turn that on, then we'll be able to get ourselves going and the engine starts, etc. Alright. So you see the needle, it starts coming down to settle temperature. The blue light will come on here. I could go to ground power in a moment. So the blue lights, there we go. I could put ground power on, but I forgot. So that's running. Turn ground power off. Fine. Yeah. Position there, that's where I want this.
We're ready up front. Everybody's closed up outside, and we're just waiting to get some of our performance numbers and the clearance from air traffic control to get underway. So for your pleasure having you on board today for that tonight. Enjoy the flight. We'll be underway here shortly.
Cycle IRS off. And that. Right, there we go, that's better. Now we know what we're doing. That's it. Brilliant, okay. The one thing I like about the wind control FMC, if you've made a mistake, it will find it for you. It'll find the mistake and sort it out with any luck. Now at the moment, it's not showing my route data. Request, that's fine. H2, that's fine. Index. And height. Position initialization, route. Right. So I'm going to have to do this again because for some reason it's lost my. It's showing the route over there, but it's not showing. It's showing it on that FMC. It's not showing it on this one. Let's get that sorted out. Ah. Oh, See? Route 1. Ah! Now I understand what's going on. It went into Route 2 instead of Route 1. So if I go to Route 2, route copy, Route 1, activate. There we go. Done. He says, white edge. Yeah. Sim brief. Altitude. 33. Outside temperature. Oh yeah, what's going on here now? 6. Okay. Oh, wait, what was that? 112. 100/12. Previous page. 137, 139, 153. Right. Got it. Right, here we go. Right. Let's start sorting things out here a bit. Fuel pumps on, da 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 da. Turn ground power, you can see down here. Coming up. 25 N2, we bring in fuel. There we go. We now wait for this light to go up. This will go off. Should be around about 55 N2. You can see that 55 N2. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Look at N2 on engine 1. Gets to 55 here. See it going up 55 N2, but then switch over. There you go. 55 N2. Continuous. APU off. Electrical on. Okay. Wing NTIs. Good. Packs to auto. APU is off. We're good. Put the cabin utilities on. And I think we are good to go. Your damper. Trim air. There we go. Alright. I think we can get going. Get rid of the electrical. Can't. Ground service, get rid of them, All doors are closed, I heard the doors closed anyway. Okay. what we'll do here, we don't need to push back, we'll just go straight off stand. So release parking brake. A bit of power. Just go straight off. Mind that pole. Who cares? Alright, here we go.
Secured. Have a good flight.
Have a good flight. We shall RTO. Logo wheel position. Taxi lights on. Don't really need it with daytime, but still got to put it on. Got aircraft down there waiting and. Getting a bit busier at Bristol now in real world. Normally a plane spotted down here on the right hand side by the fence. See if he's there. Whoa! This is the only trouble when you're dealing with real world traffic as well. You've got to be careful. Let him get moving before I move. There he goes. This is the only problem with live traffic. If you're not careful, you run into them, they run into you. I remember I flew out of another airport and it was busy, really busy, and I actually slot in between two aircraft. I managed it, I did manage it, it was good fun, but got to get some good. I was like, stay there. I mean, not that it's going to cause any damage, I can fly through it, taxi through it, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Well, it looks as though the plane spotter's gone. There's normally a spotter just down here, just on the bend in his car, taking photographs, but he's not there today, which is unusual. He's normally there. Maybe they took him out of the scenery. What we do need is a new Bristol airport scenery. This is Pilots Plus. It's good, but it's not up to date. They did do one update for it, and they put a multi-story car park in, but what they need is they need to put in some new stands. Where the old terminal is, very terminal, that's gone. We need to put in new stands behind there. So the other day I was on VATSIM and I was directed to stand 20, stand 20, and whilst it was on the charts, it certainly was on the controllers, the ground radar, it wasn't in my scenery, so I couldn't taxi there. Anyway, as you can see, we're all good now. Taxi lights off. Turn those off as we go onto the runway and not going onto the runway yet. Faster, actually. So I like that. Taxi lights off. on. Turn on the transponder 6206, that'll do for me. I'm not that bothered because we're not online today. So, auto throttle armed, B nav, L nav armed. Start the clock. Let's get out of here. 40%. F1.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
I am streaming. They can't hear.
All right. Well, you're a wanker anyway. Hope they hear that.
Right, there we go. Just turn that volume down a bit. Up a bit. Good to go. You say something, Matt?
Hello, here we are, Discord, and the time is
Yes, they can.
40 minutes past 1.
They could hear you, but believe it. Yeah. Well, what a morning I have had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done a thing all morning.
Right.
Really late.
How does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a miracle. Goddamn miracle, that's all I can say.
It ran out or something.
She was here. What's the pricing? Pricing indeed. Few minutes.
FSimUK.
Well, not a lot. I took mine to a hospital at the doctor's appointment this morning quite early. And then my aunt came to see the progress Dad had made in the garden, so I picked her up from town, just dropped her back. Tony came down as well. And that's been it really, and here I am. Thought, right, I'm going to switch the PC on now for a couple of hours.
Oh yeah,
Before I go out for my tea club. So yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yep. Yeah,
Very good.
pleased with that. Happy as Larry,
Very good indeed. Just looking here on Forbet. I didn't realise that they list all the people's series now, which is good. I don't think they've got, well, they haven't got the same type of library that the Org has got on their store. But I'm seeing airports on here that I didn't even know existed. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I've got one.
Sure they're showing other people's?
Yeah, they only used to be exclusive with their own, but now they've got like all different stuff I didn't know.
Or American
They're obviously... No, it's everywhere. I'm currently looking at Asian airports on here. So, but they obviously must get some sort of cut out of it.
Yeah.
Put it on their store.
I would think so. That's it. You don't have nothing to do now until the approach comes.
You're just hoping now Frank comes and says, come on, we're going.
No, that is not going to happen. He has gone out. She's gone to Bristol. He's meeting with Alex. I'll be we can't talk about him, unfortunately, because we keep it off screen. But the man's an idiot, isn't he?
Well, I mean, that's a bit harsh. I've only just turned up.
Well, not you. The man.
Oh, the man who must not be named, but everybody knows who we're talking about.
Yep. You only
When we
have
say the man.
Yeah, and he's an idiot.
Yeah, we can't possibly say his name,
No.
but Agent Orange. Agent Orange, and he is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll all come out in the end.
Yeah,
It'll be too late by then.
yeah.
It'll be a told you so moment for many people.
Right, I'm just going to mute my screen a little bit. No, in fact, I can WhatsApp you rather than you read what's happening in this situation.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a lot of American stuff on here as well. Yeah, big airports as well as little.
There you go. 2 seconds further info.
Have a look. Yeah, you've told me that before.
Oh, did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know the amount before, but now I do. Yeah. Oh. But, to offset that, I got a big speeding ticket this morning.
I'm not yeah. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
No, but it was only going through just one place in kind of my Tesco superstore, West Ham, and through the traffic lights, they stop it at 30 miles an hour. Right? And you've got to be so careful because everybody flies through them. So they would have just got me that one, they'll have got hundreds of other people. Right? The license is pretty money. Like it's about like 300 yards, which is 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Well, as long as you don't end up in a speed awareness course again.
Well, I'd rather have that than points on my license.
There's going to be points.
Yeah.
Idiot. Too heavy-footed.
Yeah.
Told you this when I came down.
Climbing up to climb up to 3-3. Going to Marseille.
Going up. Doing my first US flights this week. No way will I keep changing your mind. I don't necessarily want to go too far. I was looking at JFK Atlanta. That is apparently around a 2-hour 45 mark. So something like that.
That's not too bad, is it?
So the JFK to Chicago, about slightly longer, not by much though. MIA is going to be longer, I'd say 3 hours yet. I don't think there's such thing as a short flight in America.
What was one I did? I did one. Must have been
JFK.
LAX.
Yeah.
I think I did LAX to San Diego. Yeah, it might have been. LAX to San Diego was like 45 minutes. 50 minutes.
Oh yeah. It's like Vegas as well.
Yeah. We're at there, so Vegas I went to. But it was a short flight, it was like 45 minutes from one to the other in California. That was alright. Yeah.
Just looking here, JFK to LAX, just shy of 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's like us doing a transatlantic to, from the UK to New York, basically.
I think New York down to Florida is probably 3 hours, 3.5. Check that.
Just added up. 3:15 insane.
Yeah, there you go.
3:15, 3:20.
That's not bad.
Correct.
Not bad from New York to Florida.
they're all like 2 hours and a bit closest.
Yeah.
Like up to Chicago or Atlanta. Oh, let's have a look at that Jackson Hole.
Oh, well, you'd be
That's
Wyoming.
right in the middle, that is.
Yeah. Well, you've got to find
There
it.
we go. Just short of 5 hours, 4 hours and a bit with America. So say 5 hours, 4 hours 58 is what it's actually saying.
Where's that from?
JFK,
Yeah.
because that's more or less slap bang in the middle, and not west coast, but not far off. Utah, I think. Vegas is 5 hours. Yeah, so yeah, I purchased, as you know, Reagan National last night.
No, I did watch
Washington,
that.
that's very nice. Yeah, it's got all the landmarks as well for DC. Although I think it's probably XPME has put a shit ton of trees around the White House, which looks very strange. It's like something from The Last of Us. But yeah, all the monuments are there as well, so that'd be a nice one to play to Reagan National. It's got the famous river visual, hasn't it, to Reagan National, which is going to be very tight on the approach. So let's have a look at that one. So JFK to, I think it's DCA. Yeah, that is, oh, that's not bad, that's only 1 hour 30 minutes, but then again, you're already in New York, it's only further down, isn't it, from there to Washington. So yeah, 1 hour 30, so that looks like the shortest. Let's get one. Oh, Windows keys. My Windows key on the keyboard has stopped actually bringing up the taskbar for some reason. We did it last night. It just stopped. Just like that. Troubleshoot this quickly.
Oh, it's beyond necessity. Transfer settings.
Turn off hardware, Winlock. What's that? Could have been turned off and saying in gaming mode.
La 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 la. Yeah, don't say this. Nope. Coming up to the coast at Ryanair. Seems pretty good tanker behind below. Sorry, what did you say about it? Got it?
I've got it working out to press the FN key and then the Windows. It was obviously locked on, but I probably pressed it and locked it on. There we go.
Real life traffic, a lot of that's real traffic.
See some of their liveries, the Airbus, but animals on the tails.
Oh yeah.
Very nice looking liveries.
Well, say something to you, I don't quite know what it is.
Griswold the bear. A parrot on one, a lizard on the other. Where did you take off from?
Bristol.
Bristol to Marseille.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I would have put lease in, but I haven't. It's just that
FSimUK.
But you can see me do it now at the moment, so on the screen. It's just calibrating panel brightness now with the panel brightness in sim. And as you can see, I've got it bright now. Not that it matters, but I don't show the panel. I don't normally show the panel anyway in sim. It doesn't really matter, but as you can see, I've got it calibrated now so that the knobbies are off in the sim rather than show them on. It's not fully bright in the sim. It's unfortunate that we're doing this during the day so you can't see the panel better than it is, rest assured. At night time, just looks different. Okay. That's all calibrated now. Not that I need it anyway, like I say, because I've got a view of it. I've got rosy through my switch here. These I have a look at real light. I'm just going to go and get a candle coat from that and come back.
Yeah, alright.
I loaded those airports in last night, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I've got San Jose, Dallas, ASAN, KPBI, CYUL, KJAC, and KMDW.
Yeah, we've spent a bit of money, haven't we, over the last few days on airports.
Oh,
So, got to be done though.
yeah, we want to fly in the US.
Yeah, make the commitment. See, we could have more expensive hobbies like golf, so, you know, we've got to think of that all the while, you know.
Well, a friend of mine
So
came
we're
over.
getting away lightly.
A friend of mine came over this morning, yeah, and he's still got all these drones, his goggles and radio and everything, and he hasn't flown for nearly 3 years.
Really?
Right? So he's got like over 3 grand worth of stuff just lying around in his garage, workshop, study, and he started a new hobby.
Right.
Scuba diving.
Oh, right. I see.
He's bought all the gear, dry suit, the tanks, regulators, everything.
Mm.
He's got his certificate whilst he was away in Lanzarote on a 2-week holiday. That's why. Yeah. She sat on the beach most of the time when he went diving usually every day. And that hobby is not cheap.
No. I thought it wasn't.
The cloudy weather as we're coming to France, across the coast of France now. Okay, well, there's a few of you watching. If you got any questions, put them in the chat, and if I know the answer, I'll help as much as I can, and if we don't know the answer, we'll go and find out. It's the way to do it. One day Mr. Beast is going to see me streaming now. He's going to dump a load of money on me.
Oh, well, he hacked me the other day. Someone claiming to be him.
Really?
Yeah, sharing Mr. Beast things all over my Facebook, so I don't know how that happened, but yeah. I'm holding him personally responsible.
Mm. I don't understand how he became so successful. I really don't.
He's a streamer, isn't he, or something like that? Wasn't he like the first streamer or something?
No, not really. YouTuber. I think he started off on, is it Vine? With 30, he was these 30-second videos.
Right.
Started off on that. Then he went over to, when Vine shut down, he went over to Facebook, I want to say. I'm not so sure. And he was doing, he was giving money away. Then, you know, he'd just find random people and give them money, and then it just grew and grew and grew. I mean, it's phenomenal, really. I saw him do one thing, and he locked 2 people in a room, and they had nothing in the room. And the longer they stayed, the more money they could win. And what they needed, they they could use bits of the money to buy things. They had to stay in this room for 100 days or something. And it was a large amount of money that they could win, but obviously they needed things, but they could only, like a TV or nicer bedding or whatever. There was stuff in the room to start off with, but they couldn't do very much with it. They couldn't make a bed out of it. It was really bizarre. I mean, these two people, they'd be offered things, or they'd be offered things individually that would cost like $10,000, and the person would have to make a decision. Well, $10,000 for this, which will make my life better, but it means $10,000 off the overall price for both of them. It was really a bit like traitors, I suppose, in some respects. But yeah, it was. But apart from that, I mean, like, you'll put a car in a perspex box, and you win the car if you can stand on one leg for the longest. It's stupid shit. It's phenomenal. And he brought that app out where you can win money, seemingly just keep winning for no reason at all. It's incredible. Oh, bloody hell. Took Harry out for his run this morning, yeah, and we met a Bernedoodle, yeah, and his name was Walter.
Walter.
A dog called Walter. I mean, imagine Harry. He's brilliant though. Absolutely hilarious dog. He's only 11 months old. Had no coordination whatsoever. No avoidance strategy. So he come running towards you, he was going to knock you over. He actually took his owner out. We stood chatting.
Really?
Yeah, she was chatting with me. Harry and Walter were running around playing, and they come running towards us, and I thought, I'm going to make sure I'm not in the way.
Stopping.
Walter just went in a straight line, ran straight through his owner. Harry's got good avoidance, but oh my god, it's hilarious. Oh well, I'm trundling through France. Let's see whereabouts am I. So, pull up charts. Not that far in actually. Just on my way down to Leslie. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. Let me apologise to the stream for burping. But What they say, better out than in. That's all I can see. Where are you going this evening, Matt? The key?
I'm not sure yet, to be honest. I think we're out, but I don't know where.
I tell you where it won't be. You won't be going to Wetherspoons, that's for sure.
I hope not.
Not that party.
No.
Let's have a look. Max, we might be used to a menu. Normally it was in use. Romeo. Romeo, I think it's going to be 3 white, 1 tree around. Yeah, that's it's a nice way for to see a zebra. Do Rowsfire pay me? No, they do not. Why would they pay me? I could. Sorry, what's your name? O110 NCX or 010 NCX. No, Rowsfire don't pay me. I purchased this. The hard-earned cash. But if you consider buying one, if you want to buy one, if you use my code, my affiliate code, I'll type it in here for you now. That's my code. If you use that code, you get a 12% discount if you want to purchase anything from Rowsfire. Okay? In fact, on that code, I don't get anything. I have got an affiliate link, but I don't use it. I could put it in my stream here, but I don't use it, so no, I don't get a kickback. But if you use that code, spell it exactly like that in capital letters, you get 12% discount, which is worth thinking about. So quite a bit of money, not pennies. Okay. I hope that answers your question, N6X. There are a lot of YouTubers, like sim YouTubers, that do collaborations with hardware and software developers, and similar sort of thing. They don't get paid, but maybe they might get the hardware free, or they might get the software free. I don't know, like I review software, so I do get software free for reviewing it. Thanks, Black Knight. I see that there, and I've just uploaded the code. You get 12% discount. So let's see. It's Marseille. It's Cabo. Wind is 210 degrees and 16 knots. Nice. QNH is 1009. Most different games. It's 4 knots crosswind, which is cool. QNH. 210 at 16 knots. Put that in my FMC shortly. That can make a route approach. That's not on that sim. I don't need to bother with the ATC that market. Not on that sim. But if there's any real world traffic around, just hope we're not both on the runway at the same time. Might well be, but right, I tip for today, instead of using in XPME, I use Argis, or Argis, however you want to pronounce it. Today, for a change, I thought I'd use Apple Pro, because quite a few people are using Apple Pro, and I have to say that it's a bit hit and miss. So all this down here is default underneath the aircraft. Now, just there, ahead of the aircraft, is XPME with Apple Pro. The coverage is not that good, so I will go back to Google Pro in XPME. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you can bear with. Just need to remove a couple of things off screen. It's not that. So this is XPME. Basically, it's streaming scenery in. So you have different maps. You can use Apple Pro, Apple Map Pro, Google Map 2 Pro, which I'm using as a backup fallback, just in case something goes wrong with the Apple server. And I have to say, I'm not too happy with Apple. It seems to miss out a lot of stuff. Or is it? I just wondered, is it showing? Is it only showing stuff on my route? It's very patchy. Anyway, I won't be keeping that. I'll be going back to my other one. I'll just can't do it in mid-flight. Just persevere with this. Nearly at top descent. Not far to go. Just over 80 miles, 90 miles to go. I knocked the camera then, so I'm awfully sorry, so we're off slightly. I can sort that out. Put that back to see where it should be. Right, yeah, got that in, don't worry. Progress page, so on landing I'm going to have 4.9 tons, which is good, although a few moments ago you were saying I had insufficient fuel. I think that was a slight mix-up in the plan, which I've sorted out now. 4.9 sure FSimUK. See on the progress page there. LFML, 4.9 tons left. Nav status there. There's no position shift to worry about. Okay. Just go back. Excuse me. Cruise page there, we use it. Turbos, wind 359 by 053 degrees. That's a great days we at the moment. That's the wind. not really that fast for traffic distance. 4,000 feet in Zebra. I like that. It's a nice way to work Zebra. If we'd been flying yesterday, Matt, there would have been thunderstorms everywhere in southeast France. We're lucky. So, obviously, I'm in X-Plane X-Plane 12 in the Zibo mod, and the Rowsfire hardware works in 2020, 2024 X-Plane, and something else I was reading this morning. I'll find out that information as well. They're compatible with a number of aircraft. I was reading it on their website, so if I can go to their website, just get the proper information, as they say. So, let me see, where is it? But obviously, you can now get Airbus A320 Pro overhead, Boeing 737 overhead, which is what I've got. You can get Garmin G1000, and then there are a load of accessories. So you can get the Airbus pedestal. They've got mounting systems for the overhead, which is where I bought mine. We've got a whole range of stuff. You can get powered USBs, which they recommend. Obviously, you would need a powered USB because there's just not enough USBs on the back of your PC. So Airbus 320, Boeing 737, Garmin G1000, it works with DCS World as well. Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane. There's another sim we worked with, and I need to make sure. I saw it earlier on their website. I can't find it. Right, here we go. So, X-Plane Flight Simulator, it works with MSF 2020, 2024, X-Plane 12, PMDG aircraft, fly-by-wire, the Fenix A320, I&I builds aircraft, Zibo mod, Tolis, Airbus, DCS World, and Garmin 1000. There we go, that's it. So, used with all of those. Primarily, you'll find that people use 2024 X-Plane 12, primarily, I would say. They're probably the biggest users. And of course, PMDG, Zibo, and Tolis aircraft are probably the most used and attached. Okay. Maybe a wide range of. If you go on the Rowsfire website, I mean, you see some builds with some quite complex builds, and others are just desktop builds as well. People do. The only thing I will say is I wish that they were doing more for the Boeing aircraft. They are heavily invested in Airbus at the moment. Why not? It might be a simple fact that Airbus components or modules are easier to build from a financial point of view than the Boeing. I mean, the Boeing overhead I've got $500+, which works out really well actually because of the exchange rate here in the UK. What is your opinion of I&I builds? You want an opinion? Okay, their aircraft are great. It was very sad that they left X-Plane and went to Microsoft. And the reasons why they did that are fairly obvious from a business point of view. Excuse me. From a business point of view, it's really quite obvious why they did that. They were chasing the money. As for the sceneries, I can't comment on the sceneries. I haven't got any. Excuse me. I don't use 2024, so I haven't got those sceneries. I have got one, maybe two of their aircraft in X-Plane, but it is a real shame that they left X-Plane. There is talk about them coming back or doing dual development, so developing for 2024 and X-Plane, but until that happens, excuse me, until that happens, it's just a rumour. I don't know. The aircraft that I've got is fantastic rendition. I think it's the Airbus A330. I can't remember. I'd have to look in my library to figure out which one it is. But fantastic. I wish them all the luck. It's just a shame that they did what they did. In fact, if I look at my I&I manager now, I'll be able to tell you exactly what aircraft it was that I got. Well, I'll open it. Okay, here we are. So let me have a look over here. You still there, Matt?
Yeah, I just went away to have a sandwich, but I'm back now.
Right, I think they've even now on their website, on their manager, trying to find the X-Plane products is really difficult. on the manager is saying I don't own anything, which is a bit silly because I do. But it's not coming up. Aircraft, there we go. Ah, there we are. I have. Right, so I've got 2 aircraft of theirs. I've got the A310-300, but that's for X-Plane 11 only. And I've got the A300-600R for X-Plane 12. Yeah. So that's all I've got. Okay. And like I say, it's a real shame that they left X-Plane. It would have been nice at this stage, but they didn't, and I understand why. Chasing the dollar, so to speak. So, what can you do? Now, looking at the stuff they've done, I mean, the airports apparently are very, very nice. I'm just looking through their store now. You know, the prices they're charging, very cheap. But I guess they've come up with, you know, they've figured out how to build things quickly. Because they've done an awful lot of airports in terms of aircraft. They've done a lot of aircraft as well, but all for 2020 and 2024. That's my opinion. I can't say any more than that. Good luck to them. Although I wish they'd kept up support of the X-Plane aircraft, even though there was only 2 of them. So maybe you could. I mean, Black Knight's there. He knows. I don't know whether he got the A300 as well. He might have an opinion. But in X-Plane, their aircraft are excellent. Just a pity they left. Ticking along here quite nicely. I've got my tablet set at some point. Let's look good. Alright there. I need to be flight level 290 at Lurga. So probably drop down a little bit. Okay, a little bit closer to there. Actually, I found my top. Is that? No, that's the one. The burger is 290. What's that? 40 miles. Fire about it now. About it. The approach is going to be 1 not a long run, really, I'd say. I don't think. Oh, so you didn't bother the Black Knight, you decided not to get it when they left or to get it. But you can still purchase it. But it's a nice aircraft. A bit old school, but still. God. I'm going to send you a picture, man. Have a look at that. It's on WhatsApp. Have a look. Kelly Osborne is 41 now. Let's go quick. Portugal 571 is going to cross me. Real world. Here we go. There we go. Go and buy lottery tickets. Amazing. Get a phone call, innit? Right. Okay, so descending nicely. We'll be going down to 220 shortly. So let's put that in now. Might as well get ahead of the aircraft. 220 deck. Later, we'll start descending. Black Knight, I'm not going to Nice. I did say that. I said it in the description. I put in my flight plan is actually to Marseille. I made a mistake, but it's okay. LFML, Marseille, there. LMML. It's not even there. It's not even Marseille. It's weird. How I made that mistake. But anyway, that's where we're going. LFML. We keep you all on your toes. That's what it's all about. Weather. There's Marseille Provence. Okay. Zebra. That's right. Cool. 103. Box. 103, 103. And of course is 133. Boom. Nice. Standard is 8. So we're all set. To show you the approach plate. There we are. And I am there. So we're heading down. All well and good. Over here. So many amazing windows I've got over there. There's not an awful lot to do now. Just monitor, land, and unless it hopefully not crash, burn. I'm waiting for a delivery. Delivery coming. And that comes between 3:15 and 7:30.
So 7:30 then.
Yeah, oh, you're still there then? You're very quiet.
Yeah, I keep telling you I'm here.
Oh, right. I haven't heard you say. Yeah, it's going to be 7:30, isn't it? Out to me. Why would it be any different from what we think? Let's turn this back up a bit. What's at Marseille, Matt? Nothing much there, is there? Some shit.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bay area, but other than that.
It's not somewhere you're not going on immediately. Trains lots of good around here. I'm not impressed with this Apple. Yeah, so it's big. That was the best one.
I've never swapped it from Bing. I've had a look at the others, but
I think
when you start comparing, there's not a lot of difference.
No, I think it's personal. Look, I wasn't going to say personal preference. I think it's you stick with the one that you first used.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. So whatever you use first, you can stick with that. So, certainly we're looking a bit more built up now as we move down here. So Rowsfire sent me an email this morning, Matt. Or should I say, I woke up this morning and it was there. Difference in certain things that I've got to do. I've got to abide by the terms. But there's nothing, there's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Rowsfire managers.
coming back.
Sorry? No, she
I
wasn't.
thought she was on the way back.
No, I thought she was. She'd gone to visit. She went to see one of her mates first, Sue, and then she was after having lunch with Sue. She was going over to Bristol. But when she rang, she said I'm on the bridge. I said, "What? You coming over?" She said, "No, I'm going to Bristol." She was on her way there. So, very confusing. Top of descent, so I had to put a hold at Zebra, and I had to hold and get down to 4,000 feet. I missed that with the dash downstairs, sunset dog, and also chatting with Matt. Not his fault.
Hang on a minute, don't be getting your excuses out. It's nobody else's fault at all.
No, I'm not.
Not even the dogs.
I'm not blaming Matt, I'm blaming myself. My own fault.
Yeah, good. It is.
But those were the two circumstances that created my fault. How's that? The dog, my mate Matt, is good. That none of you can hear, I hope. Otherwise, I'll be getting a bang.
Oh well. Keep our fingers crossed, eh?
Yeah, well, there's nothing. I haven't been banned yet, so there we go. We're all right.
Still top.
Somebody
messing about here in the triple at Bangkok.
Bangkok?
Been an update for the scenery, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was just doing a couple of approaches in the triple, readjusting some of my views in the cockpit. Well, I say there's been an update. Let's just say there's probably an update for a while, and I just haven't realised.
For the triple or Bangkok?
Bangkok. Last time I come here, there was massive puddles in the side of the runway.
Yeah.
And now they seem to have solved that now.
Drainage.
Yeah. the drains have solved it.
Yeah. Well, they pulled all the leaves out. Oh right, here we go. So that's a nice shot. Whilst I'm in the hold over Zebra. We'll descend here. Zebra down to 4,000 feet. We're at 24,000 now. It's going to take a while. But yeah, what can you do? No problem. No problem at all. Feet is captured. Zebra.
Love it.
Sorry?
Zebra, love it.
Yes. That's probably one of the nicest names in the Wavefront I've heard for a long time. I mean, before that, you've got pretty normal ones. We've got Lurger, Latham, Hardegg, Oscott, Rixie, and then Zebra. You know, the ones before have been lovely. Or as an American would say, zebra.
Zebra.
ZC, isn't it? US. Although there's a girl down at the BBC, she's in production, she's one of the production assistants, and her name is Z. Z-E-E. Why can't it be Z?
Oh dear.
Well, if an American was talking to her, it wouldn't be Z, would it? Z-E. Apparently, Marseille is ranked as the most dangerous city in Europe.
Oh, right.
According to one of my viewers. I can believe that. I would say Marseille is quite a nice place. It's French. It's
I
lovely.
seem to recall that actually, so I won't be surprised.
Yeah, it would be surprising. So I think it's got a large force, hasn't it? You get a lot of Russian mafia going in that way. I mean, if you watch the Bourne Identity, yeah. No, I'm not going to look it up. There's no need for me to look it up. I would take you at your word. If you say it's a dangerous place, then a dangerous place it is. No need to look it up. But thank you. There is the goal. There you go. Slow down a bit. I might be able to exit. 9,000 feet. is on. Back to the seats. Sweaty palm syndrome. Drag. Brake set. Established. Localizer. Now descending on the glide at home. As you can see, feet on the footrest. Approachable down. That is the auto throttle just arming itself. You'll see it on screen. The auto throttle go off. That should come off autopilot at about 1,000 feet. No point going sitting trying to fly it from a long way out.
2,500.
28,500 being trimmed. Logo lights on. Wheel well. Wing lights. Blanket lights. Good. Seatbelt signs on. Oh, sure. 148 minutes. Brake set. We're good.
Approaching minimums. 200. 100.
Think rate.
50.
Think
40.
rate.
30. 20. 10.
stop there. Hard brake on. Marvellous. Thanks very much. Shut down. Engine shut down.
Flight attendants, prepare doors to our arrival, please. I'm taking all calls.
Seatbelts off. Battery is up. And there we are. Excellent. All over and done with. Well, thank you for sticking around for whatever it was, 1 hour and 52 I think I said when I landed. It was a little bit before and a couple of minutes after as we taxied in. Hope you enjoyed the flight and you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget, we'll see you at FSimUK at the Bristol Aviation Museum under the wings of Concorde. Thanks for staying around and we'll see you later. Alright, cheerio.
Smashing.
And the stream has stopped. There we go.